Li Zuo is atop a mountain, admiring the sunset. Upon seeing his notice, he has received numerous SCs and captains, and he's left with $91.2, hardly enough for 5 draws, after paying the 90% platform fee, and this is sufficient to cover his sister's 5,000 yuan tuition. There won't even be anything left over for his sketches. He looks up the number of his viewers. 2,126 is the new number. Additionally, there are 326 followers. He is taken aback by a certain someone's remark that he can locate someone who will actively initiate the task and provide rewards. He receives a note stating that only Chan, who is a huge fool, sent him the moonshine gift, and it has already started to work. He is told that dinner is ready by the elf who arrives. She becomes aware of the energy enveloping his body. She prepares to look at it. By employing the elf skill, the Eye of the Moon, what energy is that? When she realizes what is in front of her, she becomes shocked. The knowledge that such a powerful being is in their vicinity gives her a chill. She is immobile when Li Zuo says, "Let's go eat." White Beauty was there as well, but Li Zuo left first. She inquires about the elf lady's well-being, because she currently has a rather pallid appearance. Elf also departs, claiming it is unimportant. White Beauty feels relieved that she refrained from looking at her lord through the eyes of magicians, since she may have suffered the same fate as the elf. When they return to the camp, the meal is prepared for consumption. The fact that he is the powerful man who saved Lady Baron and her gar has also made her act quite amiable toward him. Li Zuo pours tea for everyone as she asks Frankie to deliver it. However, the Lady Baron refuses to sip the tea that was poured from the cracked pot. The two women are equally taken aback by the tea's calming aroma, which Elizabeth is perceiving as a breath of fresh air. When she takes a sip, the world tree is in front of her. The tea smells like the world tree, which surprises her. She feels as though she is slipping back into the mother tree's embrace. She transcends from intermediate first realm to intermediate second realm as the power of nature begins to stream into her body. She is astounded to learn that the tea possesses the world tree seed's breath of life. She says the tree has the world tree breath, and Skelly shouts at her. He informs her that it was designed specifically for a mortal to grant immortality to anyone who sips the tea from the pot. He tells her a little bit about the pot as well. Li Zuo is also taken aback by this new revelation as he was unaware of the pot's potent properties. Additionally, White Beauty's magical abilities have grown by 3%. Elizabeth expresses gratitude to him for the wonderful eternal tea he gave her. Lady Baron seems to have aged after consuming that tea. Li Zuo begins slicing the meat with that monster sword now that it's ready. That is how the blade condemns him for using it. Elizabeth is prepared to give him anything in exchange for his assistance in finding the world tree seed. The following day, they are traveling to the Lady Baron's estate in a carriage. Elizabeth is told by Li Zuo inside the carriage that he will assist her and that he will also assist Lady Baron in returning home in a secure manner. Following that, Elizabeth begins to reveal to him her complete information, including her name and place of origin. She also tells him that the elven world began to weaken and divide 2,000 years ago when the world tree abruptly weakened for an unknown reason. Additionally, the elf sacrifice foretold that the world tree would soon pass away, and the end of the elf is near. In order to locate the world tree seeds that are dispersed over the globe, a few elves were dispatched. Originally, she hoped to save Madame Baron and ask Lord Baron to assist her in finding the world tree seeds in an effort to revive the world tree. But after sipping the tea from the teapot infused with the world tree's breath, she reasoned that it had to have something to do with the world tree, which is why she was asking for his assistance. She is confident that he can assist her in finding the world tree seed because he is the teapot's owner. She gets Li Zuo's assistance in locating the world tree seed. When they finally get to the Baron's town, they are astounded by what they see. An old guy is informing everyone there that the little girl is accused of being a witch, the Baron of that land, while the girl is pleading and demanding help while yelling that she is not a witch. With a human skull in his palm, Baron Mortisimon gives the guard the command to put her to death right away. They blame the young child for their madam's disappearance from that country. She clarifies to everyone that she is not a witch and that the Lady Baron did not vanish on her. When she asks the folks in the area to assist her, they all turn away. On their lord's command, they hang and execute her, but someone cuts the rope and saves her from the fall before the rope breaks her neck. She gives appreciation to her elder brother for saving her. The sight of these fresh people there surprises everyone. Additionally, spectators are eager to witness the gloomy medieval witch hunt era. The president of the group known as the Reality Lishan Group is Sister the Queen. Her assistant approaches her and tells her about the financial success of this year. However, she is too preoccupied to check them out because the game she is watching is becoming increasingly engaging. She prepares to provide Li Zuo with a rocket and sends him some donations along with an assignment and reward. The game is becoming increasingly realistic, which is surprising to Oni-chan, who used to be a major fan. When her companion enters the room, he or she asks why the lights are out. Furthermore, her companion wasn't prepared for someone as intelligent as her to watch the game on live television. She is observing this program like a genius. It's because she holds a special place for him. When Lady Baron arrives, she denies having vanished, and it was this young warrior who rescued her from the orc's onslaught. Thus, they ought to stop talking about this witch stuff, because she was fined and is doing fine. Furthermore, the young girl is unrelated to her disappearance. Since the young hero saved his lady, she is doing well. Li Zuo receives an invitation from the Lord Baron to dinner at their castle. In addition, the side missions are now active. To put an end to Baron Mortar, a rocket +1 is the reward. 10 captains as well. Frank, with that Baron's breath, the white beauty detects something off. Li Zuo assures her that when they get some rest, they can discuss this later. The Li Zuo party arrives at Redleaf Castle. He requests that Helen, the young child, return to her house. The Baron is going to meet them. She praises him again for saving her. She then flees to Mother Alyssa, who appears to be a lovely woman. What am I saying, God? Pardon me for this transgression. I gave her that kind of look. All humor aside, White Beauty sees the message in that woman's garment. It is the Church of Light sign. Li Zuo and his group are invited inside by the elderly man who was about to put Helen to death. Li Zuo is taken aback by how spacious, elegant, and bright his room is. He requests that Frankie take a nap as well before beginning to show his audience what's in his chamber. A private message reaches him. He received a telegram from his first captain, Oni-chan, wondering if he had truly crossed over. It's his first captain, and Li Zuo is finally glad that someone finally thought highly of him. In order to reciprocate her life-saving kindness, he tells her about how he passed over to that realm and how he was going to die, but he was saved because she was the first captain. He assigns her to handle the house. Since he truly went over, the female on the other side is now becoming concerned. She informs him that he has caused concern for many people, and he is aware of this since his mother and sister are waiting for him at home. She asks him how he can return to Earth while biting her lip. Li Zuo informs her that he was informed by the system that he may return to Earth after becoming immortal. He also shares with her some information on the live broadcast room. His live room's level and the caliber of the card drawing pool both increase with the number of followers. Additionally, he can sketch more complex activities with its assistance. She prepares to assist him in running the live room. Additionally, the system notifies him that he can now mail one item to the home manager at no cost. It astonishes him as he can now send something to Earth. He prepares to deliver the magic bean to ward off the lone shark and save his sister. He begs Oni-chan, who is a huge person, to assist him in giving his sister something. He mails the bean to her. Her friend tells her that she received a gift in the Earth. She is addressed by the girl with pink hair as Li Ling, and since they have the same name, I'm positive that Oni-chan is just as big as Li Zuo's sister. Li Ling is taken aback as she didn't place any orders, so she's not sure who sent it to her. She is then taken aback to learn that it's from Li Zuo, that they were only messaging, and that his package has already come. How quickly they delivered, wow. Li Zuo is pleased that he can now transmit items to Earth and that it truly works. Now that everything is subtle, he is preparing to look after Baron. 2 elegant maids arrive in his room, ready to serve him in his bath on the Baron's command. While the 2 lovely maids believe Blazuo is an easy target, Blazuo is shocked that the malevolent landlord is attempting to test his vulnerability by sending them. They'll be able to murder him with relative ease. After that, the 2 maids get ready to give him a bath. They are cleaning him in the bathtub. He has now dropped his guard after that hot bath, and the 2 sisters transform back into a succubus. Level intermediate second realm, Kalia and Paige are half-blood demon twins. They prepare to bring him to a close, but since the sword is the only weapon that can make contact with his flesh, it stops them with its tentacles. He is the food for the sword. The sight of Alex, the magical blade, shocks the 2 sisters. Furthermore, the sword is furious since Li Zuo used it to cut the wolf meat, and the sword's rage won't go away until Li Zuo's might is completely drained. The 2 sisters' power is subsequently sucked out by the sword, which discards them. With that blade draining their energy, they prepare to retreat for the time being. Li Zuo is also perplexed as to why the 2 maids left abruptly. Now that the sword has consumed the vitality of those 2 girls, it is prepared to completely drain Li Zuo. It has now been charged with energy. Li Zuo selects the blade. The sword is prepared. Then it becomes startled because Li Zuo is absorbing all of his vitality. However, it's having fun. Li Zuo sucks its life force. The sword is becoming agitated and lustful as a result. The sword invites Li Zuo to suck it more, acknowledging him as its master. Li Zuo is taken aback by the sword's speech ability. The algorithm then provides us with little details regarding the sword. Read the information while pausing the video. He strolls through the town. He is being asked to suck it more by the sword. He observes that there are people farming close to the church and on its property. Helen rushes towards him, with Mother Alicia trailing closely after. She thanks Li Zuo for saving Helen while taking off her robe. I hate this woman. She says hello, and her name is Teresa. She is that church's nun. She asks to speak with him about something. After witnessing such a stunning nun, viewers are going insane. She asks him whether he can assist her in solving the farming issue they are having. In an effort to recover the wasteland, she constructed the church and housed people there. She asks high church priests to apply the wheat field growth technique every year in an attempt to double the crop. Nevertheless, a great deal of people still starve to death each winter. She also saw that the yield was decreasing annually, and that the area appeared to be cursed. The high priest informed her that this was the gods testing when she attempted to seek assistance from the high church. She is now perplexed and unable to break free from this loop, despite her best efforts. She asks Li Zuo if he has any clever solutions for this issue. Given that she appears to be a kind nun with lofty goals, Li Zuo prepares to assist her. The audience concurs with him that she undoubtedly has two lofty goals. Li Zuo requests the audience's assistance. A historian who watches him has some thoughts on the subject. In addition to telling Li Zuo about the three-plot arrangement, he gives him some information on the land. The nun is taken aback as Li Zuo prepares to reveal the solution to her after reading through all of the comments. Since he truly does have an answer, he tells her that continuous agriculture has caused the soil to lose its nutrients rather than making it cursed. They harvest less the more they plant. He advises her to execute the three-plot technique, which is planting the land in 3 sections and rotating planting every 3 years. This method can significantly raise crop yields while preserving the fertility of the ground. She was astonished to learn this new revelation. She is also informed by Li Zuo that the land for rotation need not be unoccupied. It can be grazed on and fenced off. Felines such as sheep, pigs, and chickens. Additionally, this may boost meat sales. He also observes that they don't apply a lot of fertilizer. He informs her that the following year, they can gather the horse and cow dung and use it as fertilizer. Additionally, Li Zuo observes that the farmers are use lightweight plows. However, they will require strong plows to improve agricultural efficiency because it is a heavy soil. She removes her blindfold and takes hold of his hand. At the age of 19, she made a blindfolded swear in an attempt to navigate her way to salvation in the shadows. She was perplexed for almost a century, but today she finally understands. She has been referred to as the silver-eyed goddess, Teresa, the legendary First Order, and for a century the most promising individual in the Church of Light. She has attained the status of a demigod. After helping an elderly woman with a task back on Earth, Li Ling is making her way back to her room, all the while thinking about her brother, who truly crossed over to another world and even sent her a bizarre object. Is this being designed for her to eat? She wonders. The loan shark comes into contact with her. She informs them that her brother is working hard to pay off the obligations and that the time for payment has not yet arrived. Why then did they arrive before the deadline? And they've come today to get her brother's sister to show some interest. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below the next part if you want to see the next video.